So behind me is a standard agility course. It comprises all of the obstacles found in agility. The obstacles range from jumps to weaves, tunnels, contact obstacles. We're going to take a look at those in a second. This particular course is approximately 150 to 160 yards. When we are running and competing on this course, we shoot for 45 seconds. That is right, 150 yards in 45 seconds. That's the goal. Let's take a look at what's out there. This is a dog walk. It's one of the 4 contact obstacles found in all standard agility courses. It is 12 yards long. The dog has got to go across the bridge. That's what I call it. Some people call it a dog walk. As they're coming down, what makes it a contact obstacle is this yellow area. The dog has got to have a paw in this yellow area before leaving. If they miss it, they lose points and they don't qualify. It's a very important obstacle. All right, now get your contact. Good girl, all right. This is the teeter. It is not found in every venue, but when it's there, it's one of the most challenging obstacles out there. Because not only do you have a contact zone, it's one of the 4 contact obstacles, but you also have a moving obstacle. The dog's got to come up the teeter, wait for it to go down. The dog cannot leave the teeter before it touches the ground. Plus, the dog's got to have a paw in the contact zone before leaving. So this is a very challenging thing. This is one of the obstacles that takes the longest to train. This is the 3rd contact obstacle found in every venue. It's an A-frame. The shape is an A. The dogs have to go over the A-frame. Again, contact obstacle, you got the yellow zone. They've got to put a paw, just like that, in the contact zone. All right. What, you going to do it now? We'll do the A-frame. Daff, keep going. Good contact, yeah! This is the table. It is the 4th contact obstacle. However, it does not have a contact zone. The dog simply needs to get on the table and wait for the judge to count 5 seconds before going on. If the dog bails early or doesn't get on the table, they lose points. It is, however, not in every venue. Some venues do not have the table. Some venues use the table in different ways. But in general, it is what's considered a pause table. They get on it, they wait, and they go on. You are now looking at the 4 distinctive jumps found in agility. Not every venue uses all of these jumps, but they can be found in agility. The one in front of me right now is considered a winged jump. On the side, you will notice there's a wing panel. What this does is the dog goes over the jump, but the wing actually pushes the handler away from the dog. It puts a little bit of distance between the dog and the handler. This is a wingless jump. If you notice, the wings that I mentioned earlier are not here. So the handler can actually be closer to the dog. This also allows the judge to create a certain scenario to where you can do wraps and you can get closer in with the dog. These are simpler jumps. This is where you start. This is the triple jump. This is one that's not found in every venue. This adds a little bit of depth to the jump. You've got the dogs jumping the height, but now you've put a depth to it, and it's a bit of a challenge. You can put wings on it or you can't. That doesn't really matter. The big thing is they have got to go over 3 bars at a distance and a height. It's a new challenge. Go. Fiona just went over a double. As you notice, there's 2 bars and a little bit of depth to it. Bars are separated, there's some height. This is a challenge. It's a good challenge, it's something to work on. It's a fun obstacle to add to any course. These are weaves. These are probably the most challenging obstacle found in every standard agility course. All venues have them. They're 24 inches apart. The dogs have to weave in a serpentine pattern in and out of the poles. They can either be 6 or 12, depending on the level that the dog is at in the competition. But the dogs come in, and they come in on one particular side, and they keep serpentining around until they finish, and they must stay in them. They must complete them in a flowing pattern. This is the most time-consuming thing to teach. Some people teach what are called channel weaves, where they set the weaves out, and there's a distance between there, and they teach the dog to run in between the poles. And then over time, they move the poles in to get the muscle memory. That's basically what weaving is a muscle memory for the dog to focus on how they're going to move their body around. Other forms of teaching are just simply working over time, showing them what to do. And pretty soon they get them, and when they get them, they are the most beautiful thing to watch. This is a tire. This is a jumping obstacle, but as you can tell, it's a round obstacle. The dogs have to go through this particular opening. It's a little bit challenging, but once they get it, they have a blast. Go, show them how to do it. Go through the tire, and that's not good. You gonna go through the tunnel? Yeah, it's your tunnel, isn't it? It is. Is that your tunnel? Okay. Where'd you go? What you doing? Is that your tunnel? Is that your tunnel?